for my shake this morning, I'm doing an experiment. I'm freezing here in New York. It's like 44 and it's raining out. It's really nasty. So I said I'll do maybe a hot mocha coffee. I don't know. I haven't tried this before. I normally don't like my protein shake hot, but like I said, I'm looking for something warm this morning. So what I did is I made the coffee and I put half of it in the cup with 2 scoops of the Nutrisystem protein probiotic shake mix, and then I mixed it with this little whipper that I have. And now I'm going to add the remainder of the cup of, oh, I put it in the wrong place. Oh my God. And the remainder of the coffee. And I'm going to mix it again. Quick stir. Put this off to the side. And I've already heated my silk cashew milk. I put about, I don't know, 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces in the cup, and I microwave it for a minute, watching it, and then I whip it up with that little whipper. And now I'm going to just pour this in the center, and hopefully it's all going to fit. This is a pretty big mug. And I'll be right back to show you how I finish it off. Okay, so I put my 2 tablespoons of my frozen Great Value whipped topping, the non-dairy, and then I sprinkled some plain cocoa powder, baking powder, and then I drizzled some of the chocolate sugar-free syrup, Great Value, over top. So I will let you know at breakfast how this turned out. And you can probably hear how like groggy I sound. I don't have a hangover. It's just these allergies. And you can see I'm like in a fog, pouring the coffee in the wrong place. Anyway, I'll be back. For breakfast this morning, I'm having the Nutrisystem frozen cherry cheese roll. I've had this a few times before. I can't say enough how delicious it is. I was just trying to think of a little hack. Maybe it would taste even more delicious if you took a couple of frozen cherries, cut them up and cook them down on top of the stove, and pour them over top. I think that would be really good. I don't think it needs any extra sweetness to it, but it would be nice to have maybe like an extra worth of it. I don't know. Or you could just use a whole small carb of it, and then, you know, put it in a bowl and put your roll on top. Yum. Anyway, this has 160 calories. I did cut off the nutrition facts by accident. 4.5 fat, 1.5 saturated fat, 24 carbs, 4 fibers, and let's see, 7 grams of protein. I am going to eat this quick, and I'm going to run out the door to Walmart. So I will see you after I'm done, so I can show you what I got. Joyful, joyful, look at the weather. Here we are at Walmart. It is 42 degrees and pouring out. This is mild winter. This is not spring. And I must be nuts to go to Walmart now, but I have no choice. So I'll be back. So I just finally got in the car after the madness of Walmart, and I wanted to pop on to tell you, next thing you'll see is lunch, because I have to go watch Cora at my son's house and my grandpuppy dog. So I can't schlep everything in and out. It doesn't make sense. So I apologize. So I'll be back at lunch. For today's lunch, I'm having a flex meal. I have a cup of lettuce, and I have 7 grams of my homemade croutons, which are 0. I have 16 slices of the Mama Cotzi's from Aldi turkey pepperoni for 70 calories. And I added a Cheesehead Frigo light string cheese for 50 calories. So between the two, that's going to give me 120 calories of power fuel. So that's 1 power fuel, because I get a power fuel and a small carb for lunch. And then I have a cup of the Great Value canned green beans. So that's 3 vegetables in the bowl right there for the day. And then I added Catalina Light dressing from Kraft. and it's 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. So I put 1 tablespoon for 30 calories, and I'm counting it as an extra. For my smart carb, I'm having this bag of Lay's baked chips. They're 110 calories, and they do have, as you can see, a gram of fiber. So they make the cut for a smart carb on Nutrisystem. So yeah, that's it for my lunch, and I'll be back with dinner. This is my dinner for this evening. It is a flex meal, and it is stuffed zucchini. The recipe for this stuffed zucchini will be on my Facebook, in my Facebook group, posted there with step-by-step instructions, a list of ingredients, and you'll see each step of the cooking process, how I made it, and it'll be captioned under each photograph for those who are interested. This is 1.5 zucchini, so it's the equivalent of 1.5 cups of cooked veg, and it's stuffed with 54 grams of this cauli crumble veggie grounds, which comes to 120 calories, which is 1 smart carb and 1 power fuel together. So it's topped with the Sargento cheese, which I use 1.5 servings, 42 grams, 105 calories. That's the second power fuel for my dinner. Everything is seasoned with these seasonings, and I put grated cheese, but just enough that it doesn't count for anything. And this cheese is freshly grated, so it's very flavorful. You don't really need a lot. And what else did I want to say about this? Escapes me now. In any event, so I'm looking very forward to this dinner. I can't wait to dig in. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I used in this recipe 1.5 cups of V8 juice. So this has, I would want to say, cooked down probably a 1/2 cup, because when it cooks down, it becomes more concentrated. This meal is 225 calories without the counting of the vegetable calories, because we don't count those on Nutrisystem. And onto my cup of lettuce, romaine lettuce, with 2 green onions chopped and put in, and 7 grams of my, don't count for anything, homemade croutons, with a tablespoon of this Catalina Light, which is 20 calories. So that's my 3rd extra used for the day. And I believe now I have a total of 7 vegetables. If I counted correctly, I do. So on that note, I'm going to go enjoy, and I will see you for dessert. For my dessert tonight, I am having the Kellogg's Protein Meal Bar. This is the chocolate peanut butter. It's brand new to me. I found it today at Walmart, and I grabbed the box and brought them home. So just for comparison's sake, this has 190 calories, and it does have, it meets the requirement because it has 5 grams of fiber and it has 12 grams of protein. So it could be a breakfast or a lunch or a snack, because this one is the peanut chewy bar snack from Nutrisystem, and it has 220 calories. It has 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. So this is also a power fuel and a smart carb. Now, most of the desserts aren't, but there are definitely bars that they have that you can interchange for breakfast or lunch or a snack. I mean, these are great. They have a lot of protein. I really like them, and they're like just under $1 a piece, so you can't beat that. So I just wanted to mention that, do that little comparison for you in case you were wondering. And if you wanted to see the nutrition facts, I hope you had enough time. And I'm going to go enjoy this now, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I am back. I can tell you that my house smells so delicious because of that dinner that I made. If you're interested in the recipe, it will be posted in the group. That group originally had 86 people. I haven't checked today. to see if any more people joined. But I think we have like 156 people now. It's really grown exponentially since I started, because that group, as have mentioned before, is a very old group. It's a few years old, and I've transformed it from one diet to another. So the 86 originals, I don't even know. I know a few of them in my friends, but the remaining are from all over the world. And they just, I don't know why they don't leave the group, but I don't mind having them in there. You know, it's fine. But why did I say that? Oh my goodness. I'm just losing my mind. Everything I have to write everything down. And of course, did I? No. About the group. Oh, why do I post in the group? Well, I didn't have a blog or I have one now, but I still haven't had the time to really go and do anything with it. And the site, the URL is in my description, but there's nothing there. What I used to do is I posted my food every day, no matter what diet I was on. And then I would caption, which I have been posting my food, but I haven't had the time to caption it. But when I also posted recipes, and I would go step by step with pictures what I did, and then I'd caption each picture to tell the person what to do next. And I think that works great, because then you get to go, you can take as long as you want. You don't have to watch a video. I think videos are great, but personally, I don't have time to do a video for everything I might make, because I am a wing it kind of person. What I made tonight, I wing that. That's not a recipe. That will be a recipe now because I documented it, but you know what? I generally don't do that. It's documented in the pictures because every time I make something, I just wing it. It's just what I do. And quite frankly, I think a lot of it has to do with being Italian, because we don't measure, like, we just know. We go by eye. We just, except for like certain things, obviously. Like, in particular, baking. But I have to tell you that when I used to watch my grandmother bake a cake, she used to make a special cake called giambella. And it's a plain, very plain, delicious cake. She did not measure. She measured with, like, she would have a glass and she would put, if she was making with yeast, they like knew. They just knew what they had to put in there and how much. So I tend to, that was my schooling, so to speak, follow suit. And I just say, okay, I'm gonna have this tonight, and I just start doing it. So for me to do a video, like my good friend Roy Green of Recipes with Roy, God bless him, he is just fantastic. Please watch his videos. He has so much to share for anyone who's on a weight loss journey. He has lost over 100 pounds on doing the Healthy app. And he does the Old Blue plan on the Healthy app for Weight Watchers. But the long and short of it is that he is great with his videography and his editing and his explanations. I mean, I can only imagine how many hours it takes for him to do one video, because it's very extensive. But what he shows us is something anybody, Slimming World, whatever, whoever might be watching this, calorie counting. He has recipes that you can use, and maybe you'll tweak them, but he's definitely worth watching. Anyway, on that note, so that is the reason, because that's what works best for me, is that it's in the group. The group is closed. However, it does not take much to get in. If you go there, I think pretty much I made it very easy to get in. But I go on there several times a day usually, so if somebody needs approval, I'll just click it, you know, and they're right in within a short period of time. So I would imagine that many of the people who watch me now are in that group, but I really have to tell you, I don't know. I don't know, because people aren't telling me. So everyone is welcome. I hope you'll join if you haven't. And that's about it for today. I will be putting up my haul after this. And I don't think I have anything else. So I'm not going to keep you. I'm just going to thank everyone so much for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos. It makes me so happy to even think that someone's interested to watch me in front of my camera, rambling row here, incessantly, is just amazing. But my hope is that I could be helping someone, even if it's in a teeny tiny way. It brings me great happiness to know that there are other people out there that I might be helping, because the struggle is real, and I'm always going to be that fat person, even at 121 pounds, because that's just how it is. And we always have to, in fact, my sister in spirit, Terry, mentioned this to me yesterday. She has lost wonderful amount of weight since October. She's a diabetic, and she has lap band as well. And she's afraid that she's going to gain her weight back, because she doesn't want to be on the Ozempic or whatever she's on. She wants to stop taking that. But then she's also petrified. And I said to her, I'm not going to be petrified, because I've already done this, and I was great for 6 years, and I won't go back to that. And now I have to tell you, after this, no, there's no way. Unless something happens to me, I will not be returning down this road again. Especially because I'm that much older now. This is insane. There was something I saw funny on Facebook, like about gaining and losing like the same 25 pounds for years. You know, you haven't really actually lost 25 pounds, but you gain a pound, you lose a pound, you gain a pound, you gain, you know, it's that yo-yo thing. But anyway, Terry said when she had gastric bypass years ago, she also lasted 6 years, and then she went kaboing, back down to the old habits again. But the way to keep from doing that is to feel healthy. See, this is where I keep coming back to. Once you get healthy, I would be surprised that you ever want to go back to that state of being not healthy, unhealthy. That's how it was for me. And I got here, the road for me to have gotten to gaining 25 pounds also included COVID. And I'm sure for many people, you know, they talk about the COVID 25, and also the people that have been sick with COVID and whatever else, and the stress and everything else. And not, you know, not leaving your home. I mean, I never stopped leaving my home. Literally, I did not. I shopped for myself and went out almost every day. Not the way I used to, but I definitely did. But many people couldn't access. You know, I know people on Weight Watchers that are much older than me that were like on lockdown. Their kids put them on lockdown, and they were devastated because we were doing Zoom at that time, that they were missing holidays, and they're missing this and they're missing that. That would make me just like eat more. Shove it in. Whatever's around me, I'm going to be shoving it in, because it's depressing. You know, especially as you become an older person, you wonder much longer you're going to be here, and days are going by and you're not seeing your family. So the stresses that came upon everyone over the last 2 years were tremendous. That's just not even a good describer. Worse than that. And people lost people, and, you know, on and on. But hopefully that's behind us now, and we're going forward, and we'll keep going forward, and we'll get healthy. We'll get rid of all the poundage and all the gunk that's in that poundage, all those toxins and all that stuff out by. And once you start to feel healthy, if you haven't been healthy in a long time, you're going to see the difference, and you're not going to want to go back. That should probably be enough. You stay within 2 pounds up or down, and you're done. So that's my hope for me, and it's also my hope for you. And on that note, if you have liked my content, please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye now.